and a warm welcome to The Pulse, your one-stop show on Rajya Sabha television that gets you issues afflicting you, me and the society at large. I'm Neelu Vyas. University of Delhi is the most preferred university by students every year. Lakhs of aspirants struggle to get in, fighting for that one extra mark to wear the DU tag. Every second or third person you meet in Delhi says, I'm nervous about my son and daughter. Will they or will they not get admission in the Delhi University? Many, in fact, crib about the painfully high cutoffs despite the fact that their children have scored above 90%. What's this race for Delhi University all about? Many new initiatives this year have been introduced. What are these measures and will they make the admission process easier and inclusive? And most significantly, if your child does not fit into any of the colleges of the Delhi University, what are the options? All this and much more on this week's Pulse with a brilliant panel. Joining me now, let me introduce you to them one by one. Hina Singh, she's Deputy Dean, Students' Welfare, Delhi University. Welcome, ma'am, on the program. Next to her is Dr. U.S. Pandey. He's Deputy Director, School of Open Learning, Delhi University. I welcome you on the program. Next to him is Dr. Nitin Malik. He is Joint Registrar of Guru Gobind Singh, Indraprastha University. I welcome you on the program. And next to him is Professor M.A. Beg, who is Principal, Zakir Hussain College, Delhi University. I welcome you on the program. And I also welcome a brilliant audience who are seekers into the Delhi University. They will seek admission into the Delhi University. So I hope you will have a lot of questions, and a big round of applause for these panelists who have come here today for the program. Let me begin today's program with Hina Singh. This entire perception that, admission into Delhi University is very difficult, very complex, and you really have to put out all the stops to get into the Delhi University. I would like you to answer this bit.
I don't think that the admission in DU is a very complex thing. Rather, the university administration is gearing itself towards making the system much more simpler than what you can say that accessible, open and transparent, and so that the students can get easy access to it. And for that, we have introduced this time single integrated multi-layered online form where students whosoever...
Okay, Hina Singh is saying that no, it's easy, it's going to be made accessible. We'll come to the features of this integrated online form which has been introduced this year. But let me go to the students before I go to the other panelists. That why do you really want to get into the Delhi University? One or two quick opinions and then we go to the panelists again. Yes? Why do you want to go and join the Delhi University? Why not any other university? पहले ये बताइए कि दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में आप क्यों जाना चाहते हैं? जो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी की एक रेस लगी हुई है कि आपको दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन चाहिए।
दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी जाने का एक देखा जाए पूरा अपने देश के जो बच्चे हैं, चाहे मैं ही हूँ, इसलिए जाना चाहते हैं। एक रिप्यूटेड कॉलेज है, वहाँ से मैं जैसे दिल्ली स्कूल का सोशल वर्क जो डिपार्टमेंट है वहाँ 100% प्लेसमेंट होती है। तो एक उसका
रिप्यूटेड कॉलेज 100% प्लेसमेंट। ओके,
हेलो एवरीबॉडी, आई एम रिचा एंड आई एम फ्रॉम लेडी श्री राम कॉलेज. सो लास्ट ईयर आई वाज वन ऑफ द एस्पिरेंट टू गेट इनटू DU. So I wanted admission in DU because I think like being in a DU is in itself a very big thing, because people consider that if you are in DU, then there is something in you which has made you possible to be in DU. So like people think that you are talented, that you are sitting there.
Okay. One more view on why students want to be in Delhi University. Yes.
My name is Deepshika Mishra. मे बी दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए क्रेज़ भी है लोगों में, स्टूडेंट्स में इतना क्रेज़ है, फैमिली भी बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट करती है आप दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में जाओ और वहाँ पे जाके पढ़ो। कि अदर कॉलेजेस में अगर प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस की बात की जाए तो वहाँ पे जाने के लिए वो मना करते हैं, और अगर आप चले भी जाते हैं तो फिर वो कहते हैं क्या मतलब कहाँ पे गए हुए हो। तो इसलिए
मैं आपको रोकूंगी 2 मिनट के लिए। आपने कहा कि एक क्रेज़ है दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में जाने का, तो ये क्रेज़ किस लिए है? आपके पेरेंट्स उसको स्टेटस से जोड़ते हैं या उसको काबिलियत से जोड़ा जाता है, उसको कॉम्पिटेंस से जोड़ा जाता है? ये क्रेज वर्ड जो आपने यूज़ किया दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के सिलसिले में, वो मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगी। इफ़ एनीबडी एल्स वांट्स टू आंसर ऑन दिस।
जहाँ तक मुझे लगता है DU की आप कुछ भी चीज़ ले लीजिए, आप फेस्ट ले लीजिए या DU की कट ऑफ ले लीजिए, आप बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट होते हैं तब आप DU में जाते हैं।
ओके, Okay, so you need a lot to make it to the Delhi University. At least that's what the sense. Yes, ma'am. I'll just come to you. So you need to add a lot. You need to have something in you if you really want to make it to the Delhi University. Yes, ma'am. You were saying something.
It shows that we have been successful in maintaining our academic standards. So naturally, it is the major attraction for the students. That could be one of the reasons. Then number two is that not very new colleges have not come up. And suppose they have come up, then it generally happens with the educational institutions that it takes time to establish their credentials as well as to achieve that particular qualitative benchmark.
Right.
So that could be the second reason. And third is that CBSE, who has been very much generous in the marking thing. So because of that, the students are, I think, very much aspiring to come to us and seek admission there and just get different type of training.
Definitely, CBSE has been very generous in its marking system and the impact on the cutoff list. I'll come to you on that. But Dr. Pandey, आपसे मेरा सवाल है that you represent a school of open learning. Now, people, generally students, come with a perception that if you cannot make it to the Delhi University, it's like end of your academic career. तो आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी कैसे ऑल्टरनेटिव्स देती है? मैं चाहूँगी आप स्टूडेंट्स को बताइए.
बिल्कुल, absolutely right. Delhi University is providing an opportunity. It's a dual mode kind of system. If students are not getting admission usually due to some reason, it may be by choice or by other means also, not getting admissions in the colleges, they are preferring the school of open learning. As I mentioned, last year we have got many students who have scored 100% marks. You will be surprised, we have more than 100 students admitted getting 99% marks. So if the students' alternative is going to be there, is because the School of Open Learning is providing a lot of opportunities. To you would like to know there are 5 undergraduate courses are going to be there. There are 3 honors courses, very reputed honors courses, political science honors, BCom honors as well as English honors. It's a very reputed courses are going to be run and exactly the contents are same of the other colleges which is going to be run.
So this feeling that somehow the open school of learning is maybe 1 or 2 notches lower in the rung when you compare it with the regular university, is that correct?
I think it's not correct in the sense that what is happening, it's depend upon the perception. Usually people think that who are getting less mark, they are going to School of Open Learning. I think it's not correct because the facility, as you'll be surprised to know, we are having the best facility. We have the e-library system, which is one of the most good library in the entire Delhi University. You can access all the books online. We are providing all the entire world at one small place. Beside that, if you are doing some kind of course activity from School of Open Learning, we have now partnership with Amazon. Amazon services are going to be there, which is providing you the free of cost many good courses. The cost of those courses are in rupees of lakhs. Take example like artificial intelligence, big data, data analytics, cloud computing. These courses are online, freely available to the students of School of Open Learning.
So which means that the School of Open Learning is providing all these courses which a regular university has to offer.
Exactly.
But let me go to the students to find out what the perception of School of Open Learning is in your minds. What do you really think about the School of Open Learning? If you are given an option, will you go to a regular university or will you opt for a School of Open Learning?
शत्रुघ्न प्रसाद. तो मैम ओपन लर्निंग में जो पढ़ाई होती है 1 दिन होती है हफ्ते में, तो उसे ज़्यादा करनी चाहिए. इससे स्टूडेंट तो लोग ज़्यादा पढ़ाई कर सके अच्छा से. 3 दिन तो होने चाहिए. जैसे रेगुलर से तो 3 दिन तो होना चाहिए जो रेगुलर में डेली होती है.
तो आपको लगता है कि हफ्ते में जो 1 दिन पढ़ाई होती है वो काफ़ी नहीं है. What is your perception about the School of Open Learning when you compare it with a regular college or a university?
This is Ritvik and I'm currently aspiring for a course in DU or maybe in the medical field.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Sir, I want to ask about the placement prospects in the Open University as compared to a regular college in the Delhi University.
You can just check it with our website. You will find almost every alternate day we are doing this kind of activity. We have a specialized entrepreneurship center which is basically incubator, providing with the accelerator facility, with the center of excellence. So lot of activities taking place for the students. And you can check it with the website every time. Just 2 days before we have just come up with the NIT has admitted many students from there. So these kind of very activities taking place in School of Open Learning, and every day, as the other students have asked regarding the classes, now this is a virtual world. Online education is going to be there. A lot of good courses, lectures are already there on the website. You check it there. Anytime you can read. 24/7 services are available there. You can check with that. So we are providing that kind of facility at School of Open
So
Learning.
basically, you are on a competitive index with Hina ji, huh?
No, we are part of the system.
Because
it's not
if
like
online
that.
is the in thing,
Exactly. We are in the part that actually Delhi University provides this kind of opportunity that any student at certain stage, if he feels he can join SOL, or from SOL he can join to the college. This facility little bit was missed in 2-3 years back, but now I think this academic session, from this academic session, again the facility will be available. Like any BCom honors student who has joined SOL wants to join LSR, he can definitely join. And many students have already joined, going to SRCC, they can join. So depend upon the performance, they can join in second year there also. So this facility is there. Or in the vice versa also, if any college student feels he or she wants to do some other kind of courses and don't want to pursue the regular course, he can join this kind of non-formal scheme.
Okay. Dr. Malik, I'll come to you now. There is a feeling in the students that, and a lot of this feeling is somewhat related with what one reads, especially the parents and the students, what they read in the magazines, the newspapers, that this is the top 10 universities. I mean, these are the colleges which are in the top 10 rank. These are the colleges which are in the top 50 rank. You have about 90 colleges which are spread out. I should say more than 80 colleges across Delhi University. Now, how does a student pick and choose? यहाँ पर बैठे जितने भी students हैं, अगर इनसे पूछेंगे तो शायद सबको admission St. Stephen's में चाहिए होगा या Lady Shri Ram में चाहिए होगा. But that is practically not possible. So what happens, and what is the kind of role which your university is playing in a scenario like this?
I was just listening to the students and even to my esteemed panelists. And being an alma of Delhi University, myself being studied throughout from Delhi University, my graduation, post-graduation, my doctorate from Delhi University, and when landing up into a different university, I was just trying to recollect, what exactly, you started the program with a very basic question, why the craze for Delhi University?
Exactly.
And the answer was there from the students. It is only the perception, it is only the more peer pressure what I feel, or the embedment from the parent side that Delhi University being an oldest of the institution and a reputed one, no doubt. So people, they confine themselves that they only have alternatives in Delhi University. So let me first of all here clarify, see, Delhi University is a central university. It has been established by the Central Act. So it is open to all the students all across the country. And being in Delhi, because the different number of students, all the meritorious students, they come from all part of the country on the basis of the marks, and rationalization of the marks need to be carried out from various boards, down from south to northeast to central India and all. So the seats are limited. So people, when there is a demand and supply, if we look into the economics also, when the demand is very high and supply is very less, so obviously the demand takes you more towards the highest listing, and that is why the craze of the people, they come. And that was the main issue when the Delhi government, because Delhi has got a very unique character. It is a capital of the country, it is a state also with some powers. So the Delhi government thought of establishing a university, and first of the university which was established by Delhi University in 1998, amended by an Act of State Assembly in 1999, was Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. Right. So we in the IP University at present have around 100 plus colleges. Some of the colleges are government colleges. We have our own campus of around 65 acres at Dwarka with number of university schools basically imparting into the technical and professional higher education. The Delhi University, which is an oldest institution, like see, when I'm in the panel over here where the 3 members are from the Delhi University and I being the alma of the Delhi University. right? So the Delhi University, being an old institution, obviously has got its credibility, has made a remarkable significance in the society, and slowly, if you see the statistical analysis also, the IP has come at a very high scale. It has come with a very high momentum, especially into the technical and professional studies, with number of engineering students being passed. One of the students, one of the candidate who was over here, he was asking about the medical profession. We have the medical colleges with us. We have the postgraduate medical colleges with us. The famous and the best of the medical institution, the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, the Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education Regulation, is with IP University. VMMC, Vardhan Mahavir Medical College, is affiliated to IP University. We have the Army College of Medical Sciences. We have the Dr. B.R. Sur Medical College and the North Delhi Municipal Corporation. So, not competing with Delhi University, but I will say, yes, we are ahead of Delhi University.
But
it is only the perception. It is only the perception. See, the second question I'll come. I'll just take 2 minutes.
Yes.
First thing was perception, because students are not informative. Wherever I go, wherever I get a chance to speak to the students to talk about it, I always say, see, our culture is a bit a different kind of a culture. We are more driven by our house culture, home culture, parents' culture, peer culture to land up into higher education.
You made a very significant point that, this peer pressure, this pressure of wearing a tag of the Delhi University around a neck. You just mentioned that it's your parental pressure, it's a society pressure. डॉक्टर बेग, आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे कि ये जो पूरा प्रेशर है और एक जो परसेप्शन एक स्टूडेंट लेके आता है एडमिशन के टाइम में, इस परसेप्शन को हाउ डू यू रियली ब्रेक this perceptional wall which is created in the minds of the parents, in the minds of the society, कि अगर आप स्टिफेनियन नहीं हैं then probably you are nowhere. अगर आप इंद्रप्रस्थ यूनिवर्सिटी हैं so maybe you are one rank lower, और अगर आप SOL से हैं तब तो आप बिल्कुल ही बेकार हैं. ये जो एक परसेप्शन है, क्या ये परसेप्शन है? पहली बात तो मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, है? Please raise your hands if you agree, all of you, with this perception. Okay, so at least my reading is not wrong. So Dr. Beg, I would like you to break this perceptual wall. What is this myth and how will you really break this myth? How can you really help the parents to realize that your thinking is not correct and don't go by what the newspapers and the magazines, the way they rank the universities and the colleges? How do you really explain this to the students?
In fact, if you talk about the Delhi University is far, far ahead of any other university. I think that is the best university of India, number one. And if you talk in terms of age, Delhi University is oldest of all universities in Delhi. Moreover, as far as the perception is concerned, it is very difficult to break the perception, but we are trying hard all the time to break this perception, because I am the principal of Zakir Hussain College. So there are many students who want to take admission in the campus college in a subject which is less employable, because employment is the major part.
Right.
Some of the students are talked about the placement. So whenever students are leaving a very good course, it's not just question of Zakir Hussain College, maybe question of the many other colleges. Maybe if we talk about the Sharadharan College, which is in the outskirts of Delhi,
right,
the Aliganj area, or it can be another college. Why should I name a particular college? If they are sometime, then that happens for a number of times. They like to leave the course and want to join a college, which is, say, St. Stephen's, or which can be, say, KM College or other college, and they do not compare the kind of course that they are pursuing. So we always say, look, student, the course is more important than the college. And moreover, there is no ranking within the Delhi University. All the Delhi University colleges are equally good. Why? Reason being, the faculty recruitment takes place by the same Delhi University. We are not entitled to recruit the university on our teachers on our own. So teachers are recruited by the panels of the experts that we borrow from Delhi University, and some time back we are borrowing the experts from other universities also.
Right.
So whether it's a question of a St. Stephen's or it's a question of any other college, all the colleges stand to be very good. The only thing is this, that there are the conglomeration of the colleges over there. Many colleges are clustered together in that area. So if they want to go from, say, if they're studying in Hindu college, they want to go to have some entry or something, meet their friends in the Ramjas college. And that kind of a facility is not available in any other. To some extent, it is there in the South Campus. So a few colleges are there located. But these other colleges, say, let us talk about Zakir College, it is standalone. But there are 2 colleges in it. So students have to interact with the colleges of the campus colleges. So that's the only thing. And as for the course curriculum is concerned, the Delhi University, we don't follow our own course curriculum.
Right.
All course curriculum are devised by the teachers borrowed from different colleges.
Absolutely.
So whether it is a Stephens College or any other college, teachers are there to suggest, teachers are there to devise the syllabus, and ultimately there is a common body called Academic Council. The courses have to be passed from the Academic Council.
And just to add to what you have said, that at the end of the course or the curriculum, it's just one degree, and that's the degree of the Delhi University which you get. But you were talking about the combination of the courses. I would like to know from the students, when you pick and choose a combination, sometimes you want a combination and you don't get that. Sometimes the eligibility criteria, they don't match with what you have in your hand and what is required of the university. So when you are picking a particular combination, what is the problem you really face? I want those students who are seeking the admission this year to talk about this. What are the problems that you are really facing?
अगर मैं मुझे SRCC से एडमिशन लेना है, श्री राम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स में, मुझे 99% लाना होगा। रियलिटी है, जो बच्चे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से पढ़ कर आते हैं उसका 80% में टॉप कर जाते हैं। जो बच्चे CBSE SSC से बोर्ड से पास आउट होते हैं वही 99 पॉइंट लाते हैं। तो उनका तो एडमिशन, वो ऐसा नहीं कि उनके पास टैलेंट नहीं थी, वो जीनियस नहीं था, बट वो एडमिशन नहीं ले पा सकते। तो हम ऐसा क्यों नहीं करें, हम ऐसा क्यों नहीं करें कि जैसे मास्टर्स के लिए हम एडमिशन्स लेते हैं टेस्ट के थ्रू, इंट्रेंस टेस्ट जैसे NGT अभी करा रही है, वैसे ही UG के लिए भी क्यों नहीं करते? UG के लिए मार्क्स के बेसिस पर क्यों करते हैं? इससे फ्रस्ट्रेट होकर लास्ट ईयर एक बच्चा डेथ कर गया था, सुसाइड किया था वो।
let me ask
one by one, then after I'll come to
मैं खुद फेस किया हूँ उस चीज को।
that is he has raised a very crucial aspect of our system, which in the universities we are following it. And see, I'm with due excuse given to me, because I have been a member of the Delhi admission committee also till last year. We had been raising this point, and this point is being raised at every level now. Like very rightly said, that people in Delhi University, if they're coming from all across the country, so there is a number of boards. Like CBSE is a board basically carrying out the 12th examination. Then there are state boards also. And very rightly he has pointed out that the people have the talent in them and they have secured marks. But we might have also read, we are aware of this fact that in Sri Ram College of Commerce, with due regards, with due this thing, that one batch of the students from Tamil Nadu was the full entrant into a class.
Right.
This was in the news also.
Right.
And it happened only because that board escalated the marks. The Punjab board had to escalate the marks to come at par with the Tamil Nadu.
Right.
And Delhi students or other Central India, Madhya Pradesh people or UP people, they went down. So this is how the competition factor come. And that was the major reason I'm telling you that IP University, start from the inception, we have the minimum eligibility of cutoff of 50% or 55% depending upon the course, and then we conduct the entrance test.
Okay.
And the merit is also defined. The qualifying is not defined on the topper, it is defined on the difficulty level of the question paper.
Right.
It is a dynamic cutoff.
On what they do in the entrance exam.
Yeah, dynamic cutoff which we carry it out,
Okay.
and that is how we make the admissions on the basis of the marks secured over there.
Right.
And that is what NTA is doing now.
Right. Yes, Dr. Baig, you wanted to make a point.
In fact, I wanted to respond to the question or the query of the student. In fact, 2 years back, we had started thinking about conducting written examination at UG level. But since the conduction of the examination was thought to be so much cumbersome, because students are pouring a very large number throughout the country. And you know that results are declared by CBSE, I would not say late, but it's not too early as well. And the Delhi University is follows the deadline for each and everything.
Right.
We have got the calendar for the whole year. You can go and see the Delhi University website or any college. The calendar is there. So everything is fixed for throughout the year in the beginning.
Right.
So we do not have the sufficient time to hold the examination at the country level. But certainly we are doing at the master's level.
Right.
Like say, if you talk about JNU, JNU in few language courses, they have the master's courses in all the courses. So at the after passing out the school examination, every student almost want to do the college education.
Right.
So everybody will be appearing, who will be checking the copies in such a large number, because simultaneously we are having the examination of the regular student also.
So basically everything boils down to the lack of infrastructure, lack of resources. That is why you think whether to conduct an entrance exam or not. But
No, I don't think, ma'am.
I have a different view over here.
Hina Singh is saying that is one
I
of
do
the
not
reasons.
agree on
That
that.
could be one of the reasons.
No, ma'am,
Okay, but
I
we
do
are-
not
we are
agree on this
trying our
point. I
best.
do not
One-
agree on this
one by
point
one. Yes,
because
sir.
there is a lack of infrastructure. Delhi University is full of infrastructure. It is only thing that we have to meet our deadline, and the India's population is growing at alarming rate.
Okay.
And it has become a little bit difficult to cope up with those things. That is why we were not able to start the written examination.
University.
Okay, I'll come to you, Dr. Pandey, in a bit. But my question is that this year, if you see the marks, the number of 90 percenters has risen. It is above 1 lakh. And if you have to adjust these 1 lakh students who have got above 90%, how do you really do that? What is the impact on the cutoff list? Because everybody is worrying कि cutoff list मेरी क्या होगी? First list में नाम आएगा, second में नाम आएगा,
Yeah, that
third
is the
में
main
नाम
thing
आएगा.
which has created the phobia.
Yes,
because
so-
we have the limited number of seats and the number of aspirants.
So how
are
can you
relatively
really
very high.
assure at this juncture, how can you assure these students who are here and a number of them who are seeking admissions?
Because I think all subjects have their own minimum eligibility criteria.
Okay.
Plus the higher eligibility list is also been released on the information bulletin. So if the students are meeting up that particular thing, then this year the problem will be sorted out. But yes, you have raised a very valid question, and we are just trying to bridge that particular gap. Like some colleges are coming up with higher cutoffs, and that is the issue of really concern to all of us. And we are trying to just introduce slowly and gradually the entrance system, as Dr. Beg has rightfully mentioned here, that because of some problems are there, some
Absolutely.
technical glitches are there, and we are just trying to work on that particular thing. And very soon, probably in next 2-3 years, we will come out with the entrance examination system for all courses. And
Dr.
right now also, in 11 courses, we are getting entry of the students
My
through
question
the
goes over
entrance
there
only.
only.
Okay, you make your
Delhi
point.
University sooner or later has to go for all the entrance examination because now the country is moving toward the single window examination system.
Yeah.
Even when we see we are used to carry out different examination for medical entrances all over the country. But now one NEET examination has been a very successful examination. And my question to my panelists from Delhi University, because I had been raising this question over there, in their most prestigious courses which they claim, see, I'm not against Delhi University, I'm an alumni of their DU.
No, you are
I'm an
justified in
alumni of
making your
DU,
point,
and
sir.
I'm the most prestigious courses of DU, known as Bachelor of BBS and all, they carry out the entrance examination. So if they can do the entrance examination at BBS, then they should
Then
do
why
that.
not at other
because
levels?
we do not have a system of rationalization of the scores.
Okay,
He has raised
Hina
a
ji,
very
what
right question over there.
Let Hina ji speak on
That
this.
is a different thing. Because
Why?
last year we received around 7 lakh online form. So it's a very difficult thing to conduct entrance test for 7 lakh aspirants for Delhi University.
Okay, so the
that's why
the
they have
problem
said
lies in the
that
number.
slowly
I'll
and
come to you, Dr.
gradually-
Beg. Dr. Pandey,
slowly
you
and
wanted to make
gradually
I'll come
we are
to you, sir.
moving towards
Yes,
it.
Dr.
That's
Pandey.
why, that's
Yes.
why we have introduced
Dr. Pandey, you wanted to make
I
a point.
think,
on the 11 courses right now.
I may have a little bit different opinion exactly. This is a very debatable subject. It's not so simple. Only conducting the entrance examination is not the solution. This kind of debate is already going on in Delhi University fraternity.
जो लेबर क्लास के बच्चा है वो सीबीएसई आईसीएसई बोर्ड में नहीं पढ़ सकता है उसका फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन अच्छी नहीं वो नहीं पढ़ सकता है
इसका मतलब ये हुआ you are putting in that way the CBSE जो exam conduct करे that is not good thing. The marks which you are getting in CBSE you are putting a question mark on that also. Its debate is already going on Delhi University teachers and fortunately I just let you know Malik साहब को भी पता exactly that teachers are feeling the art all courses there are many courses they are conducting the examination if they feel definitely this is one reason that number of students another reason like students in BCom honors maybe other tools. They are just seeing that CBSE, another thing is still a lot of debate is going on. I'm not confronting that what should be done, but academic criteria has been maintained by Delhi University due to certain regions. It's not, they are not going to implement examination activity like in IP University for all courses.
Okay.
Maybe within a year or so we will do it, but still a lot of debate is going on just to solve all those.
So let's hope for a positive change. Yes, Dr. B.
In fact, as far as this conduction, Dr. Malik was talking about BBS. In fact, the BBS is very, very specialized course, right? And since if you leave aside BBS course, there are many courses left out. If problem of one person can be solved, generalization is not possibility. It's not possible. And you know, we have Hindi honors, we have English honors, we have Punjabi honors, we have Bengali honors, we have Sanskrit honors. I mean, even if you talk of languages, there are many language courses being taught in Delhi University. Apart from that, we have various courses. Conducting examination in one discipline is not as much of. And another important thing that I would like to state here, that the Delhi University is the Delhi University colleges are charging very, very minimum fees, and at that level, we are providing. I mean, the annual fees of a course in Delhi University is just one quarter of the I think the fee being charged by the other parallel institutions, even in the NCR or in the other universities of Delhi. So as he's talking about this son of farmer, certainly I welcome to him. And moreover, those who are not able to in a way as this they compete in the regular courses, School of Open Learning is there. The degree awarded by it is awarded by the Delhi University. It's not awarded by Zakir Hussain College or Sheldon College or School of Open Learning.
Yes,
and another important thing is this, that the further opening for the higher courses are open through this open learning. And apart from that, for girls, we have got the non-collegiate Women Education Board.
I'd like to add on it. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes.
See, the basic question what he has raised and what the answers have been there.
I think we'll need a separate discussion.
No. I'm just coming to a point. One point. The root lies somewhere else. The root is what they gave an answer on the start of the program. They said perception. Sir has given a very good answer. A program of Hindi honors. Now I have 92%. I want to go to Tag A college. I am not getting the choice of my subject in that college, so I will fall into Hindi honors, irrespective that I don't have any passion for the Hindi. So this is the problem which is coming. So my only thing to the students is, whenever, or to the prospective candidates is, try to find out the passion what you have to go for. Don't go for the colleges or for the, you follow your passion. वो एक 3 Idiots में हमने देखा था ना कि काबिल बनो, कामयाबी तो अपने आप आएगी. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम कामयाबी टैग की तरफ देख के हुई कि मुझे तो हिंदू में ही एडमिशन चाहिए, चाहे संस्कृत ऑनर्स में दे दो.
The biggest irony of the situation is कि जब आप स्टूडियो में बैठ के बच्चों को ये बात बताते हैं कि देखो ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा करो, क्योंकि 3 Idiots में था, थोड़ी देर के लिए, थोड़े मिनट्स के लिए तो समझ जाते हैं, लेकिन जब एडमिशन के लिए जाते हैं तो फिर उन्हें सेंट स्टीफेंस में एडमिशन चाहिए होता है.
That myth is there.
Yeah, myth is there. The answer is, I want Hindu college, you give me Sanskrit honors. What is this?
So
I'm not going to. I'm wasting my 3 years.
Right, absolutely.
You have to decide whether you are giving preference to
This is what is happening.
I would like to add this point. As you're talking about the St. Stephen's College is totally uncomparable with the other colleges. Reason being, that is one the first thing is that is a minority institution, and moreover they have the interview system of the admission also. So they have got nearly only 500 around seats in the St. Stephen's College. Zakir Hussain College admits nearly 7,500 students in the morning college and the day college combined together. So what they are doing, they ask for the applications, screen it out, 50% goes to Christian community, 50% goes to other communities. Right. And out of that, they just hold the interview and just they never have any over admission.
Right.
But whereas we have different kind of a thing, that we don't, no college is doing this kind of a interview, kind of a selection process for the students. So the St. Stephen's is absolutely a different college.
Right.
You can compare rest of the college with the other colleges.
Right. Let's talk about the online integrated forms this year. The entire admission process became online in the year 2016. But this year, what is being talked about is the integrated online form, and with lots of new features which have come in. Now, how does a student who maybe comes from a remote area from India, and if he has to fill his form or her form online, what does he or she have to really keep in mind before filling up the form so that things don't go wrong? And I would like you to explain that to the students.
Okay, if you have gone through the form, you will find out that it is
And
integrated.
you are welcome to have your queries.
It is integrated into two parts, bifurcated into two parts. So in the first part, the form will allow you to create your own like email ID and log it into that, and then you start the process of registration. And under registration, first of all, they will ask you to fill your personal details, followed by the academic details. Then, if you are claiming any educational concession or benefit under any category, for example, extracurricular activities or through sports, or if you are belonging to some particular category, for example, like some educational concession is given to the candidates who are coming from SC, ST, OBC, then the new category, that is the economically weaker section category, has been also added up. Along with it, we have the provision for like children and widows of war personnel, plus paramilitary personnel, Sikkimese students are there, ward quotas are there. So many categories are there. If you are trying to apply by availing some benefits through these categories, then they will ask you to upload your relevant and valid certificate which has been issued by the competent authority.
And they don't have to upload the original.
No,
they can.
I'm coming to it.
Okay.
And once you have done it, then they will give you the option to preview your form.
Okay.
So you can see that whatever information you are giving to us is right or not.
Okay.
So if it is wrong, you can again rectify it.
Okay.
And the final step is the payment.
Okay.
So once the payment is done, then also you will be given the option to edit. And what ma'am is saying is about the documents. What documents you are required to upload. So as I told you just now, that if you are claiming some benefits, then they will ask you to upload the documents. And when you come for the admission to the colleges, then you have to produce your class 10th certificate or mark sheet that is required for the verification of your date of birth.
Okay.
Then
so Hina ji, let's go one by one. You've broken up.
No, I'm just saying that you don't have to. You don't have to submit your original document.
Okay. So let's tackle it one by one. All the students who are seeking admission this year, you have any queries related to the online forms? Any doubts which ma'am has just explained it to you regarding that? You have any question?
Have you seen it? The form.
You have.
Have you tried to fill it? Already filled it. You have filled it, okay.
You have filled
did you
it?
face any problem? No problem.
Yes. No, just
OTP
hold the
problem,
mic and
okay.
speak.
Hi, I'm Danesh.
Okay.
Actually, I filled my form at night on the first day, but I received my OTP in the morning.
Okay, because
That
of the
was the
traffic
problem.
congestion. So many people have logged in
Okay.
simultaneously.
But you've been able to fill up your form. No regrets.
No.
Okay. Okay. So this is one procedure. Then there are a lot of new features which have been added this year. Say, for example, a virtual wallet which tracks the expenditure. Then you have things like online marks calculator.
Yeah.
Now, there are millions of people who are going to watch this program. I would really like you to explain what it's going to do. And I mean, what are the features?
Like online, ma'am, this percentage calculator is there, but it is not operational right now. It will get operational once the registration process is over. So the last date for the registration is 14. Once it is done, then the calculator will calculate itself, and then the exact percentage which will be done according to the eligibility criteria per subject will be flashed on the dashboard of the students. And on the basis of that, they can come to know that whether they will be eligible to get entry into the different colleges of Delhi University in the first cutoff.
And is the virtual wallet operational?
That is
functional?
again to make the system very much smooth, and so that they don't have to like queue up at the bank, and they can do it by using the Paytm. Then there are multi-layered like bank ATM facilities are there. They can use it online and they can make the payment.
Okay.
So that's
so
right.
Any query regarding the payment, how the virtual wallet functions, and anything, any query? Anything
And
apart
in
from
case
this?
you are having any difficulty, and in case suppose after filling up the form and making your payment, suppose you are finding it difficult in generating the receipt, then you must contact the ICICI Bank for that.
Okay. Any query? Yes.
Hello, my name is Vartika Rana, and I wanted to ask that can we add physical in our best 4 if we are applying for BSc Honours in Botany?
Yeah, you can add it, But if it is not there, you can add any subject. But the thing is that if it is not there in list B, then there will be deduction of some percentage.
But ma'am, I wanted to ask that why?
For
why
that,
is
you
there
will have to
deduction?
check. To
I
be
mean, ma'am,
very
the physical education subject, since I'm from biology stream, and so,
Okay.
ma'am, I can tell this that even in the physical education, the 3 to 5 chapters, they consist a lot of bio.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
definitely we have to study hard to score in physical also. So ma'am, firstly we are working hard for physical education and later on we get deduction. So ma'am, I think
So
this is not
nobody
fair.
is, nobody is
deductions are not
barring you
fair.
from applying. But yes, there is certain minimum eligibility criteria which has been prescribed subject-wise, and we are required to follow it. So you can just refer the bulletin for the final details.
One thing I would like to go to for Dr. Beg is that, ma'am was talking about the eligibility criteria. For the last 2 days, there have been reports, random reports saying that, the eligibility criteria, changes at the 11th hour. That creates a lot of confusion, that probably the academic council didn't approve of it. So what is the confusion regarding that?
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to talk about certain things which have been left out, but if you permit,
Yes,
by
please,
Dr.
go
Hina,
ahead.
is this that is necessary for the students to know that those students who are having the OBC certificate, so because there's the very frequent problem in the colleges at the time of admission, that they do not bring the certificate issued in their name. So the certificate has to be issued in the name of the candidate, not in the name of parents, number one. Number two, it has to be a date after 31st March 2019. Okay. So that thing has to be kept in mind. Another important problem that sometimes arises because students are coming from all over the country, the system is not so geared up, or they themselves do not approach, I don't know. But certain cases, they say that it has not been issued, I have got the old one. So what is needed is this thing that they have to apply for that. You get the receipt of that. You can upload the receipt on the university website at the time of registration, and at the time of admission, you have to show the original one.
But you were talking about the OBC certificate. What if a student is not able to avail a certificate which is dated 31st March 2019? What happens then?
It has a reason, because it is what sir is talking about is a non-creamy layer.
Okay.
So the OBC has a rider with that, and that is why 31st March 2019 ahead the certificate is required. That is required as the statutory provision for all the universities, whether it is IP University or Delhi University.
Okay.
And now the system is very easy. The other system is that if any student wishes to carry out, they can apply online also to the respective government authorities, and can obtain the online receipt, put it over there, and at the time of admission, because they require at least 7 to 10 days to get a new certificate issued.
In fact, Dr. Beg raised a very important point.
This is a very important point for the students.
So any question regarding this OBC certificate? Yes,
ma'am.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Hardik. I wanted to ask just one thing, that why is the need for this reservation? If the students are studying the same thing and they are giving the same paper, then why is it necessary that the kid of general category do not get in SRCC with 95%, whether a OBC candidate with 85% can easily get in SRCC? Why is the need for that
I wish I could
reservation?
just answer your question in a one line. Yes, sir.
In fact, the point that you have raised is another question, and we have to hold another meeting of this kind to discuss to have the reservation or not to have reservation. Certainly, once you join the college, we provide you a lot of opportunity for under debate. Debating society, so that is there. Here we have to meet all the constitutional requirements of the government of India. Regarding the madam raised this question that your parents should have, the family income should not be more than 8 lakhs. That is the one criteria for OBC.
Category.
But
not for the OBC. This is for the EWS.
EWS.
Economically weaker.
No. It is 8 lakhs.
OBC.
This EWS.
EWS.
No, for EWS also 8 lakhs, but for EWS there are some more riders.
No,
Like-
whatsoever is
Okay, let's hear Dr. Beg on this. That what are the riders? Can you just explain? If you talk about the
Riders are
EWS
that,
category.
apart from that 8 lakhs of income, if you have less than 8 of income, but if you have the 1000 square feet house, then again you are not eligible
for
for
EWS.
admission under EWS. I'm talking about because she asked the question, so I've jumped over to EWS. Apart from that, there are other things also that are necessary, that you have to meet. All the 5 acres of land is also there. If you have 5 acres of land, even if you have income less than 8 lakhs, you are not eligible for EWS under that category. So the point is this, that These are things to be for the students to keep in mind.
But and all this information is there on the university website.
Certainly, it is 100% is there.
It is all there on all the university websites.
It is there
and don't worry for the EWS reservation because the general seats are going to remain the same. Don't worry for that.
I saw some other boy raising his hand.
Is that they have to refer to the university bulletin rather than searching X and Y places. Just go for the university bulletin.
And
every information is available. I am having that bulletin there itself.
And please visit our official website. That is du.ac.in.
Yes.
And for
Okay.
ipu.ac.in.
Okay.
So that is the most authentic
That's the competition you can see.
Yeah.
Dr. Pandey, आप बहुत देर से चुप बैठे हैं, आप कुछ बोल नहीं
I'm
रहे.
just trying to say about the misconception about that SOL. I would just like to know, I would like to tell you about all those courses, as Dr. Bayag has already mentioned about all those things. Take a simple case that become honors. It's a very reputed course of Delhi University. If due to some reason, if you are not able to get admission in the regular colleges, we are having thousands of students are pursuing the courses from there. And the facility which you are having immense, you will be surprised to know full online facility is there. You have a proper student dashboard, teachers dashboard, everything is there. On the dashboard, you can access all the information related to you when the examinations are being conducted, what are the chapters you need to study, when any kind of documents, each and every information is there. Not only this, all the video and other lectures are available, which you can get easily access. What I mean to say that we are providing you the better facility. I'm not saying to you, I'm a part of the system, but we are providing the best facility in the university system to do lot of things. Everything is fully online. That is the major important
So basically, don't despair if you don't get
not
into
at
DU.
all. And the
Dr. Pandey is there to help you out.
Very important thing, as I mentioned, the moment you join, we have a lot of, as I mentioned, Amazon is one of them. Plus, we have again tie up with Adobe. Adobe Spark is providing you the free of cost courses. The courses which you are, if you are going in the market, it will cost in thousands. You are getting
Dr.
free
Pandey, can I
of
just
cost.
interrupt you because there's a question which just came to my mind. You know, these days you read reports. You come across stories where maybe a class 10 student is an entrepreneur, a class 12 student, he has his own app, he has his own startup. Now, what is this chase for degrees? Does a person like this, who comes from a school level, does he need degrees of maybe SOL or Delhi University? How do you really groom that person so that once he's acquired all that knowledge, he's a real entrepreneur in the real sense? How do you really ensure
Your question is very right at the moment, and basically this is a very debatable subject in total academic fraternity.
आपने कहा शुरू में कि आपके पास courses हैं, artificial intelligence,
in academic
cloud computing.
fraternity, as I mentioned, because I am repeating a number of times, like courses we are providing artificial intelligence, IoT, Internet of Things, best area, big data, data analytics, which is high in demand in the society, cloud computing, we are utilizing all those things. We are using that technology and we are providing the facility extending to the whole Delhi University. What I'm trying to say, let us join, just go to see our website. Again, I am mentioning sol.du.ac.in. Simply
अब Dr. Malik से
just
पूछ
see
लेते हैं.
and you will
Dr.
find
Malik.
out. What I am trying to mention, sir, it's not only few things which I am mentioning. You will find everything is fully online, very user friendly. As you are just discussing about the integrated forms and all, we are part of the system. Still, we are trying to make many things very user friendly. The question which you have put, we have opened a specialized entrepreneurship cell.
Okay.
In the Delhi University, you can just go on the YouTube, you will find lot of lectures. We are just webcasting to the entire world, not only in India. And we are doing we have an incubator center. The question which you are asking is that any student, even if he is from class 10th or 12th, he can come with any idea and we have expert. We will guide him, we will provide you the facility from where he can get loan, how he can proceed further, how he can get facility from the government of India. This center is especially set up in a school of open learning.
So a person, if he wants to pursue a course like what you are discussing, he doesn't need to do a BCom honors or a BA
not
honors.
necessarily, but if he is a student, he can get the many things free of cost. That kind of facility is easily available.
Okay, Dr. Malik, you were saying something?
So I'll come back again to the students, right? So I started with that you should have a passion and you should follow your passion. That is the main core. That is how you're going to have a success in your life. Because the main goal is to be happy and to be successful, right? And I'll take ahead. If you see the example of number of people, I'll take you to Sundar Pichai, the person He himself is a metallurgical engineer. He's from the metallurgy field. He's not from the computer sciences. And what is he heading to? What firm is he heading? Tell me. See, so he's the top boss. So what I'm trying to say is that is where the word is going. Now the word is going towards that you have a passion of like I am studying engineering and I have a passion of say music. So I will learn music along with the engineering. I will learn sociology along with the music. I'll learn the psychology along with the music. And that is how the universities or the higher educational institutions have to change.
Use of liberal arts.
They have to liberalize their curriculum. They have to adapt to the curriculum which is more needed to the industry. Because what you are going to go through, after 3 years, 4 years, where you are going to land? You are going to land to a career. And that career is industry requirement, what is required. That is what we in IP do. Again, I am putting on it because 3 is to 1.
So also,
I need 1 minute.
Yes.
3 is to 1 ratio is here. So I'll see there was a debate. There was a debate going on. Ma'am also, the anchor also raised the point that we are reading in the newspaper eligibility criteria. You will not see our curriculum changes with the change of the requirement in the society, requirement in the market, requirement in the industry.
We are also moving forward.
Agreed.
Ma'am, I was just coming to you.
I'm just saying, number of courses are there. IP University, the studio which we are sitting over here, IP University was the pioneer in bringing the Bachelor of Journalism and Mass Communication in Delhi.
Okay.
It was the pioneer. 5 years integrated law, BLLB, BBLLB, is been pioneered by the IP University. In this Delhi Judicial Services examination, around 30 students of IP University, 8 students from one single college.
Okay, so basically, see, you have
One
got
single
enough on your platter, Dr. Malik.
Yeah.
I really have to finish the show
So
now.
I have lots
in
to
a while,
say.
yes. So you have enough choices. You have Indraprastha University. You have SOL. Quick comments, one by one. Ma'am, what is it? What do you think is the biggest challenge before DU University, DU, because both of them have so much to offer?
Challenge, I don't think there is. I think the challenge is there in the mind. So you have to basically bridge that particular gap. And you have to come out at your own. Because you have to remember, there is nothing called shortcut. And the shortest route in the life is the direct route. So you have to basically exercise your choice very judiciously.
Okay.
That whether you are going for the Delhi University
Dr. Pandey,
or some
quickly,
other
we need to wind up the show now.
Actually, just one more thing beside that, we do have another center in Delhi University, campus of open learning. Any student from any colleges, there are many vocational kind of courses with additional kind of activity you can perform there. You can join courses that is not related to only. Any college, any student, you are most welcome going to be
so that's another choice you have.
Another choice. 1 minute. Only thing that as already panelists have suggested, I think you must go for the course which you are looking. Maybe it's Delhi University or the IP University. Just go by your choice. That is more important.
So don't go by the university, go by what you want. Yes, Dr. Malik, final comments?
Just summarizing in 3 points. Number 1, 85% seats reserved for students passing their 12th from Delhi schools. Number 2, variety of courses being offered by IP University. Go and visit the website of IP University, get linked to the number of colleges, 100 plus colleges all across Delhi as well as NCR. Number 3, the students who have given their JEE examination, or they have given their CLAT examination, or they have given their CAT examination, the form lines are still open because now we are also taking the students on the basis of the national level test score. Engineering admissions are open. Law admissions are open, MBA admissions are open, and MC admissions are open even for another week.
Okay, Dr. Beg, we'll close the show with you.
In fact, the Delhi University colleges are the unparalleled colleges of unparalleled. There is no comparison of Delhi University colleges with anything. Otherwise, there would have not been too much of craze, as some of the students have already pointed out, that every student aspired to get admission in Delhi University. And the Delhi University colleges are providing the best facility within the minimum fees, and that is completely unparalleled to the other institutions. Absolutely. As far as this placement, the job facilities, job fairs are concerned, every college nowadays, they are organizing job festivals, and many companies are coming in all the colleges of Delhi University. Even in my college, there has been near 160 companies came last year. And there was a big flow of the students coming all over the Delhi University. We organized not only for our college, we organized for all colleges, wherever you are. So the students, yes.
So should
We
the
have got
students
the
go by
placement
the
cell.
number of companies which are coming to the campus for the placement? I'm just talking on behalf of the students now.
Ji?
Do the students go by the number of, how do they pick the college? By the fact that how many companies are coming for the placement?
No, there are multiple factors.
Okay.
Multiple factors. The age of the college is important. The
Okay.
locational advantage is another important. Where the college, Zakir Hussain College is located nearby New Delhi station,
Right.
and the Old Delhi station, walkable distance from both the stations.
Okay.
So there are many, and the age of the institution is also important. It's a 310 years old college. So there are other many factors. Not only just placement, the infrastructure facilities, because there are many colleges which are still running in a school building.
Absolutely.
But there are like college, my college has built up a 11-story building that is unparalleled. No college in Delhi University has got 11-story building right now.
So there are many choices, and if I were to say that all the students seeking admission in Delhi University wish you good luck. It's summertime, therefore keep your energy pouches full and replenished. But remember, priority is not about grades or which university you pass out from. The end product is the knowledge, skill, and the wisdom. That's what is going to set you apart. Time for us to wrap this edition of The Pulse. You can send us your feedback on the email ID flashing on your screen. You can also write to us on our Facebook and YouTube page. So a big round of applause for the panelists who spoke well, and I hope they've answered all your queries. I'm sure there'll be a lot of doubts which will be clear in the coming days. Thanks to all my guests, Dr. Beg, Dr. Malik, Dr. Pandey, and Hina ji. It was a pleasure talking to you. It was also a pleasure to see the competitive spirit amongst all the colleges in Delhi. So once again, a big round of applause. Thanks and goodbye.